here watching the charts go wild. Bitcoin's dancing got me feeling like a child. I buy the dips of the rip, playing it cool, but the market's a bitch, breaking all the rules. I'm a trader queen, stacking sets all day, dreaming of Lambos in my own way. No doubt in my mind, I'm the boss of this game. Bitcoin's my lover, calling my name. This ain't no hollaback trade, no way. I'm chasing that moon, making gains every day. BANANAS for the crypto high. This ain't no hollaback trade, bye-bye. Bitcoin bull run, feel the rush in my veins. All coins pumping, breaking all the chains. BANANAS, yeah, I'm on fire. This ain't no hollaback trade, take it higher. Oh yeah. FOMO hitting hard, I'm jumping in the pool. Grease my best friend, acting like a fool. Market makers laugh, they pull the rug so fast, but I bounce back quick, make it last. I'm just a girl in this crypto world, swinging my bags like a flag unfurled. No time for losers, I'm the queen of the chart. Bitcoin's my heartbeat, tearing it apart. This ain't no hollaback trade, no way. I'm chasing that moon, making gains every day. BANANAS for the crypto high. This ain't no hollaback trade, bye-bye. Bitcoin bull run, feel the rush in my veins. All coins pumping, breaking all the chains. BANANAS, yeah, I'm on fire. This ain't no hollaback trade, take it higher. Oh, the market whispers, what you waiting for? TikTok time's up, open that door. I'm rich girl now, no more poor. Crypto queen, hear me roar. This ain't no hollaback trade, no way. I'm chasing that moon, making gains every day. BANANAS for the crypto high. This ain't no hollaback trade, bye-bye. Trade on, baby. Ooh, yeah.
Stacking sats in the digital night. Bitcoin calling, feeling so right. From the wallet to the moon we fly. Crypto dreams touching the sky. No more grind, no more 9 to 5. All coins pumping, we're alive.
Crypto rise, feel the beat drop low. Gains explode, watch the money flow. We're the kings in this digital game. Crypto rise, light the flame. Crypto rise, no more chains, we're free. We'll survive destiny. From the block to the top we climb. Crypto rise, one more time. Dancing through the charts, highs and lows. Bitcoin surges, everybody knows. Community strong, we hold the line. All coins shining, feel the shine. Oh, fear here, we all night. Crypto's a love, burning bright. Crypto rise, feel the beat drop low. Gains explode, watch the money flow. We're the kings in this digital game. Crypto rise, light the flame. Crypto rise, no more chains, we're free. What's our vibe? Destiny. From the block to the top we climb. Crypto rise, one more time.
The market calls, we answer the beat. Crypto's our pulse, feel the heat. Yeah, rise up,
kings explode.
Crypto
Oh, the church, I'm scrolling red lines, hearts racing fast. Bitcoin at 100, but the dip won't last. All coins tease me up and down so quick. Dreams of Lambos fade, feeling kinda sick. No, that's my goal, vacations in my sight. But the market's a roller coaster day to night. Fears at 47, hopes a fragile thread. Trading through the chaos, losing sleep in bed. I'm greedy for the moon, but the crash pulls me back. Time slips away, carrying my stack. Ooh, I did drop. Crypto chase, I'm running for the gold. Old dreams of freedom, but the market's cold. No job, no chains, just parties in the glow. Yeah, let's go. Gains slip through my hands, tears in my eyes. Markets got me dancing through the lows and highs. Crypto chase, I'm fighting for my dream. Catch the beam. All coins pump and dump, it's a cruel game. Lost weeks waiting, feeling all the shame. Dreams of rainbows, unicorns in flight, but the bearish whisper steals my appetite. No, that's my anthem, luxury's my call. Market's a bully, watching my hopes fall. Exhausted, but I hustle, chasing that Q4 rise. Trading through the pain, tears behind my eyes. I'm greedy for the moon, but the crash pulls me back. Time slips away, carrying my stack. Crypto chase, I'm running for the gold. Dreams of freedom, but the market's cold. No job, no chains, just parties in the glow. Yeah, let's go. Gains slip through my hands, tears in my
Ladies and gentlemen, if you got your dinglings in your hand, you might as well give it a little fling with tonight's cowbell ceremony. All on board in a circle.
Hold on
Look each other in the eye.
cuts through the dark.
Shake it like you mean it.
Glimmers light under my heart. No debt, no stress. Vacations on the shore. Ooh, yeah.
The ceremony is now complete.
Parties with the crew, Lambos in the sun, unicorns and rainbows. All my dreams begun. Market's tough, but hope's my battle cry. Crypto chase, I'm running for the gold. Dreams of freedom, but the market's cold. Chase the dream. Catch the
Yo, bull run dying. Let's vent.
We are having a lighting problem here in the studio. Give me just a moment.
Yeah. Yo, bull run down, let's vent. Double top lock, wicked for the bear. Stomach twisting hard as in there. Fed cup,
What the-
whales unload.
What the hell is going on my screen?
Volatility's a thief, stealing
Is that
all my
right?
hope. One day up high, next I'm on the road. Gurus yelling highs, but it's all a bluff. My drive spinning slow, I've had enough. Chase the highs, but they slip through my grip. Frustrated soul, exhausted from the trip. Lost gains haunt me, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, waiting for the most. Trappy, thumping, bass shaking my frame. Wish I shorted, now I'm losing the game. Bull runs last leg, wonder if it's done. Hopes a flicker, but the shadows won.
So, we're lacking some lighting here.
Claim new peaks, but the highs don't come. Well, sales hit hard, leaving us numb. One day palm frenzy, then the slow bleed down. And basically my hope slaps us to the ground.
Why are you not working?
Out my patient one thin, exhausted from the ground. Where does it end? Chase the highs, but they slip through my grip. Frustrated soul, exhausted from the trip. Lost gains haunt me, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, waiting for the most. Trappy, thumping, bass shaking my frame. Wish I shorted, now I'm losing the game. Bull runs last leg, wonder if it's done. Hopes a flicker, but the shadows won't. Yeah. Hold that spark, a golden ray, cuts the gloom. Know that dream, vacations in bloom. Parties poppin', fun under the sun. Unicorns dancing, Lambos on the run. Rainbows gleam, hope's my saving light. Through the darkness, chase the highs, they slip through my grip.
All right, well, I guess we're going to skip on the lighting.
Hope's coming, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, although it's often said and poorly performed, here comes the turkey. That's not it, Sean. Thank you. Let's crank up the side lighting here. Tonight is Dark Turkey. The Dark Turkey meat is here tonight. Prepare to meet him.
Mama always said playing shitty patterns always gets shitty results. And Mama was right.
Where are you hiding, Bubba? Somebody left you on and I can't find you nowhere. Oh, there you are, Bubba. You're next to Sakira. Hey, Sakira, I ain't seen you in a minute, girl. Sakira. Hello, I am Dark Turkey. Apparently, it has been a crazy day. I have overslept and missed my appointed time slot, so we're doing this very late night stream here. And we have no... Oh, we got a light. Oh my God, we got some light. One of them's working. Okay, cool. That's a start. Welcome to the late night crypto with Road Dog, everybody. Boys and girls, frogs and squirrels. And glad to have you here. It's been a very weird day today. But for Bitcoin, it's been kind of cool. Had a nice rise up, and what was that, 114,800. Let me zoom out here. Let's go to here's a 15-minute time frame. So we were looking for this little guy. Let's did you boom up through there just like that? You paid no respect. This is the 0.5 fib. That's the one that we had to get by to kind of make us give us an area of relief. Getting rejected here would have been downside. The next target up we had is 114.4, the 618 Fibonacci. And here's what I was liking about this is we had a support, and especially on the smaller time frames, a nice little support resistance flip there, but it looks like we're starting to lose it on this bigger one. So are we losing the 618? And that could happen, or we could easily just fake out here and reclaim it. So we just got too early to tell, in other words. Here's a formation I was following earlier, and as they keep on doing what they're doing. Let's go from bodies to bodies. Have you broke that trend line yet? Yeah, you technically have. So we're kind of this we may be rolling over. We're losing on this particular time frame, the 15, losing the 21 moving average, and the 50s below it at 114, 153. I've got I just recently I tried to add to a position here on mine, so I added some there, and I got a stop loss at 114, 200, and 199, right somewhere through there. I try not to go with the even numbers. I may have done it on one of them, just in case my addition is not going to work out here on this. So I'm excited about trying to push up further here. Next target that I've got is going to be right here about 115.9. If we can hold this area here, we got a shot to make it. If not, then we're getting rejected at the 618. We'll do a little pullback. But getting rejected here gives us a higher probability that we'll make a higher low instead of making a lower low. So that's a good thing. We came and knocked out this little guy here. So chances are this is our new little higher high. And if we can get past all these little numbers and lines, and I guess we don't need you anymore, or you, or all this. But if you take a look over here, I'm going to connect these green candle body tops right here. You see that? Okay, so there's a little thing of resistance there, and you say, well, what the hell's that going to do? Well, that reveals to me something that's kind of interesting that I'm just going to run by you. It's just an idea at the moment, but this is how these kind of things kind of work here. But because price travels in channels, and if that's the channel angle, you might get something down here. And we do from wicks to candle bodies as we kind of squeeze through here in this triangle, where I can't help it. I got to, since we're down here talking about, you know, this squeezing pattern. Isn't it kind of funny here on YouTube that the people that were sitting here calling for, you know, and we talked about the possibility, there's the pattern there for a one of these guys, right? For a bear flag. I mean, it is there, doesn't mean it's going to work. The point of view that we were coming from, we had 786 and 886 fib retracements on the local level, as well as some other things here fib wise, saying there's a chance there might catch here. I'm eyeballing it, and I'm playing it. But you know, the people that are there that went officially bearish and everything, somehow today, I don't what is this? It's basically one YouTuber that I've seen that does this without naming names or anything. But well, today they come back and say, we nailed this bottom and we called the bottom. And it's always, I see on YouTube this thing with some, not a whole lot. I think the ones that are more mature in the space, the ones that are actually a lot better, don't go out there and get off with this. We called this and see, we told you this was what's going to happen, and this, we nailed, you know. And part of my whole nail it thing is making fun of that kind of whole scenario. But you see that go on a lot, and that really entices a lot of new people in. They must really know what they're talking about. But you know, imagine being one of those new people and you're watching at a scary phase when this market's tanking, the sentiment was horrible, you know, you're seeing your portfolio down and you're like, I don't know, because you bought the flag to the upside over here and now you're down or something, right? And imagine what that would feel like as a new person. Well, I mean, this is how I look at it. And where are we at? Where's my? There we are. Got the wrong ring there. But yeah, I said I wasn't going to post this in the group until and this is our free trading group, by the way. It's all free. I wasn't going to post this in the group unless he did this. But sure enough, here we have such a flag to the downside. The official call was I am bearish, and the vital call was 104 and possibly 107. These areas here, but today there's a whole different story. Today, it's crazy how that works. So YouTube is just a crazy adventure, and I'm like, well, maybe I'm doing YouTube wrong. I should just come on here and tell you how wonderful I am and how excellent and how I get things right 100% of the time, and then all of a sudden it'll be real. I don't know. It's crazy. But I mean, I only bring this up because imagine somebody that's here and new and looking up, and these people know what they're doing. They're thinking it's going, you know, and I don't know. It would have been so easy to get caught up in that idea, to get that it was bearish, unless you were looking for some key things and we were trying to look for them, or unless you were just very hopeful, you know. Anyway, amazes me. 26 people here on the show tonight. Welcome to the show. Nice run out of Bitcoin. This is a 4-hour Bitcoin chart. I know it's kind of a mess here because I draw lots of lines, but this is nice to see it pop up through this red Ichimoku cloud. That's why I got it on there, and that's a good sign that we're trying to change our trend up a little bit here. Now, it's not yet confirmed. We need to see it flip over a little green over here, like this color. And we need to see it look a little spindly like this. You see, this is right here. This is textbook what we look for on Ichimoku Cloud. This is why I have it on here in the background, just back there, just to remind me what side of the thing I'm on. Because if you're under the red coming down, you're bearish, and if you're riding above the green, everything's a lot happier when you got a bunch of green around. I found, Sean. All right, anyway, that was inappropriate, mister. But that's what it looked like. You know, this is typically what you look for with the cloud, right? I do. I just use the basic cloud, and all the other bells and whistles and other indicators on that indicator, or other things on that indicator I don't use. Just the cloud itself. Keep it simple. Stripped it down. And so that's what we could start seeing going on here, and that would more than likely involve a pullback at some point, whether that comes today, or if they're going to do it, I would say it probably happen between now and tomorrow. It seems to be what they like to do. I mean, I don't know, but they did run us up. They did run us up very nicely on a Sunday into a Monday, and kept it up. Didn't dump us early on. You start smelling out a little dump coming either Tuesday or Wednesday, right? And then it gets kind of weird for a while. One thing I'd like for you to pay attention to is this little volume indicator down here, but right beside the green alien, right over here to my left, your right. See how this volume is kind of just trending down, right? Trending down. But notice, to the contrary, my friend, that price is trending, well, it's trending up. Have we got our other light on yet? No. Can we do that here? I guess we'll be grateful for the light that we do have here. All right, so the price is going up, but the volume is falling off, and to me, I don't read that as organic, really, price action. I read that as enticing price action, meaning I want to sucker you into my little dumpy dump situation, which is cool at this moment because we got a higher high, so chances are we get a higher low, and we're just in progression, baby, trying to get this trend changed. So now we got a higher low from what we had back over here. I mean, back in August when we were, you know, 107 before the first time. What that wasn't fun either. That was not fun. No fun it was. And we got a blessing to come back down, and I got to get more Bitcoin down here than what I got over here because I don't think I ended up with as much as I wanted over here, right? So I got that opportunity, and I got a little greedy and tried to add to it, and I still don't think I'm stopped out yet. I'm hoping we can hold this area that we got right here. So I took a chance on it. I'm still in the game. Yay! All right, so that's kind of what we're looking like on the 4 hour. We got a nice trend line. Not so much this one. I was trying to get this little guy. So that's a nice strong trend line that on this time frame is not even thinking about breaking yet. Got that resistance right there in our way, and then that blue line is probably a measured move, but we're looking at a 786 Fibonacci area here. So swing high, the swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. I must have got lazy and just not color coded you right. Is that what happened? I try to keep this stuff color coded, but even then they kind of overlap sometimes. I need more colors, TradingView, or something. So this idea here of the channel, and I think that's likely. That's definitely a possibility. Remember, we were talking about the channel line now. So resistance ahead here, and then maybe we pull back halfway, maybe back to 112. I don't know. We got our 800 moving average down there, 200 moving average at 112.5. Your 21 and 50 are well below at 110. They've got to come up, or we're going to kind of come down and talk to them because, well, that's where we've been in the more smaller averages. The thing is, when your smaller moving averages are below your bigger moving averages, well, you got a little history. I might come back and revisit there, and we don't want to do that. I mean, it's okay. I'll take advantage of it. but I'm not sure that would be great for these altcoins. I kind of like to see these altcoins do better, right? Because it hasn't been a bad day for altcoins. Not too bad. We're down a little bit. But altcoins, oh my gosh, what happened to our chart over here? Are we on the weekly? You're not on the weekly 4 hour, dude. Man, I feel like all this stuff has been messed up. This is total 3, which basically is indices that we watched, just to make it simple here. Let me get my scribbles off of what I was expecting or thought that it might be doing, which is basically filling up this little trend, which is squeezing in here. Hopefully, with this price squeeze, this will not be a continuation to the downside, which it could, right? Because technically, this was a continuation pattern to the downside, if we're looking at that idea, since price came in from the top. So that's a little bearish nature there, but it also, luckily, this particular shape can act as reversal ideas too, right? Because within this kind of squeezing shape, you can get various types of bottoming patterns, you know, most notably an inverted head and shoulder, or some kind of Adam Eve-ish looking kind of thing. Anyway, the biggest thing is, well, this dotted trend, we're trying to work our way up, right? We just haven't knocked out the higher. We haven't knocked out this high over here like Bitcoin has. We still got some work to do on altcoins. They're still running a little bit behind the game here, but better them going in this direction upward, right, rather than downward where they were headed, you know, last week, right? So hopefully we're taking some profits on some altcoins as they pop off. Some of them are popping off, some of them are just hanging around like just barely breathing, right? And we can probably blame that on several factors here. You know, I usually blame it on Sean. That's my favorite thing to blame just about everything on. But a lot of it could be attested to Bitcoin dominance, which is here. And she's struggling too. She can't figure out if she's bullish or bearish and whether she wants to go up, which will hurt altcoins, by the way. So if this one over here starts getting bullishly and going up, our graces with the altcoins have been when they come down. We need Bitcoin dominance just to chill out and take a chill pill and get some more rejection over here. But honestly, she's making higher highs and higher lows right now. So altcoins, they be struggling just a wee bit, and heavy resistance over here to see what happens at 1.1 trillion. Not much growth there, but take it when we can get it. So what are some altcoins, ladies and gentlemen, that have been doing awesome? And I'm going to go over a few. Then I'm going to come over to the chat here, say hello to everybody, and then also look for the coins that you guys requested. But here's one that I've been playing that, man, this one just keeps going. So I'm like, all right, I'm finagling the hell out of this one. Oh, I'm milking this trade for all I can get. And that's easier to do with spot margin. That's why I prefer spot margin. It gives me a little bit more flexibility in how I can play it. It's really good when things are going with you. When things are going against you, it kind of sucks though, and I've had that happen to me several times. Spot margin and having to deal with that. And so our second target, 73.99, that area right there. So close, so close, so close. Very closely. So we got rejected off that area. Now maybe I was sloppy in drawing my lines or something, or maybe maybe you just suck, road dog. Maybe I just don't have the perfect way to now this little area. If you watch, and you should never look at these prices that were like to the penny or something. That's where I'm going to put my target. You got hopefully everybody understands that these are zones, right? There's like a fuzzy, cloudy area around all these lines, and a lot of times with the fibs, if you're careful with them, the price will go up and it will nail them little suckers. That's how accurate the fibs can be. They are amazing. And the more you learn about them, the more useful I found them to be. It's a rabbit hole that's definitely worth going over and trying all the little new stuff that you didn't, was kind of shy of a little bit before, didn't fully understand. Yeah, once you dip down that way, oh baby, it opens up a Alice's Wonderland. It's crazy. So this one just keeps on going in this nice parabolic curve, and I like that because that's making me money. Now, I've got a bag on this I've been working on for a while, And I've been able to pull out the majority of that bag because this went up in value. So I built this bag, and now this was one of the first ones I've been able to do in a while with spot margin, which was my game plan anyway, is to pull this out to extract, you know, my initial bag, and then let this little guy run. And so as she's going up and I'm selling, and then I've also on this, I've got some very small orders trickled down. Now this is kind of a little different. It's a similar strategy, but it's a little different than your normal thing. And I'm talking about small orders. I mean, like, all right, so for each little area that I'm taking profit on the way up, when it comes back, okay, let's say if it comes back down here, I'll be like little small like $5 orders or something like that would be catching as she dips her way back in there. Now, not a lot of people do this. This is more like a bot type strategy, like that. But I do those things with spot margin because this is more about building positions and milking a trade. But doing that, so I'm always taking profit every time we go up, and if we come down, I'm adding just a wee bit back to my little purse there, right, for the next move. And if we get stopped out at a level, then, you know, I'm stopped out in profit this way. And I've already, this has been cool, man. I've been extracting the coins out of this thing. I think I've already pulled out, anyway. Nice. It's not to see when one goes right. Now, Q&T, sorry, I was getting off on a little tangent there. Q&T's been looking a little bit better because she's looking deathly ill here back at $86 just a few days ago, breaking a trend line. Look at you little sneaky bastard. Got all these negative crosses happening or threatening to happen. Now they've happened, and you're back up here testing them. Man, that's tricky. I mean, this ribbon is totally, this is a 4 hour. This thing is flipping here. Is this good or bad? Because I don't see how you're gonna pull this off, Q&T. Man, I don't, and usually I am bullish AF if we had a trend line area that, you know, we broke and got back into as a bear trap. I would be expecting a big move up. These moving averages are not saying that. They're saying they're flipping over. The bigger ones are saying that. This looks like this is a retest of that. Maybe I don't have my line drawn well enough. Am I missing it? I mean, I know we had this up here, but we could do it. We could do it. We could go with that iron rollover. But you did a double bottom down here. So Q&T, I mean, price structure wise, it looks like it's got a chance where, you know, it hit this area down here, probably 618 twice. I mean, you can do that. Sucks. If I do stay true to my rules on my trend line actually looks like that. Do you have a breakout? I don't like the moving averages. I'm really surprised how far you get. Let's pull a little fib magic on Q&T to see if we can figure out where she's trying to bump her head. You're at a 382. Okay, so we need to put you over here. This is now going to be our 0.5 Fibonacci, and that's our make or break point. If we can't get past the 0.5, we may be in trouble. And maybe she's still good. This one might still have a little bit more life into it, but I'd be very cautious with this one up to that 110 area between where we are now, 104 to 110. There might need to be a little bit of profit taken there or something, just in case she tries to come back down to these crazy sub $100 areas again one more time. All right. Let me come over to the chat. 24 people hanging out. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Let me get the... There we go. Right one over here. So I think did we shout out to everybody? I don't even think I did that, did we? So we got Floki's Angels. I think Floki was number 1 tonight. First one in the house. Hey dog, I love your show. Oh man, I love that comment. Yeah. She was first tonight, and I love the comment. That's a double hand clappy job. Enjoy. It's a bonus. Oh, that's a nice manicure, by the way. Anyway, all right, so hey, we got Chris Klein. We got Gator Squatch in the house. Duality C. And let's say hello to everybody here. Justin Makasek, how's it going, man? Good to see you guys. And Been There, how's it going, Been There? Who I believe is also AKA Soul. For those of you who know. And Scuba Gerbil, which has a cool name. I love that name. That is so cool. And Meet Damien says, thanks for coming to my live stream earlier today, Road Dog. Hey, man, I was today's been a crazy day, man. I've been, as most days are, but I was able to catch it there. You and Joe go on at the same time, and that makes it kind of hard to catch everybody live at the same time and pay attention for me. Squirrel, and everything else going on. In the mornings, I'm usually in the mornings I have some crypto tubers on or something, and I'm catching them, but I'm in the background and I'm doing my stuff and going over my portfolios. Because this part margin thing that I'm in with too damn many positions, it keeps me busy, and there's plenty to do there. But I was able to tune in there. I like watching his stream. He does a really good job of presenting how his thought processes and everything behind the trades that he's in. Good alpha over there, Meet Damien. We'll give you guys a shout out over here. And of course, if you don't know, talking about Meet Damien right here, YouTuber. Got 449 subscribers, growing, needs a lot more. He's definitely got good alpha, good, and has a good pulse on the market. And we got Trade Intuition, aka Joe. If you know him as Joe. And also just excellent trader and teacher. And if you need that alpha, and these are places to get it. And these are resources that, I mean, these are people that are sharing. And then there's several others that are sharing information free, whereas others, I mean, one of you guys was showing this over in the group, right? So I mean, look at this. This is for 1 quarter, $998 for alpha for this quarter. And I mean, everybody's out here just try to get as much out of you as they can, it seems like, to make it rich on their groups and courses. And not there's anything wrong with courses, but I don't know. There's a lot of shilling that goes on in here, and I remember when I was brand new to this, and I was like, I need to learn something. I'm losing my ass off, and I got to figure something out, and I got to do this. And I'm starting to run out of money, and where do I start? And then everybody's like, oh, take my course. It's $5,000. Join my group. It's $1,300 a year, or $100 a month, or whatever. And I'm like, geez. But I mean, back then, most of the things, I think when I was looking really hard, most of the things were about $5,000. So I found this one trading group that was like $600 for 6 months, and I thought, okay, well, they do patterns, and okay, let me try that. I did that, and they gave me a more pointing me in the direction. I found, get the basics in, and then kind of go from there. Just a starting point, an orientation, is the word I guess I would try to use. But I saw there's so much that information that was incorrect and just regurgitated and just became cliche. This pattern breaks out 68% of the time. And then there's another popular YouTuber that was also in that group, and now you hear some of those same things being sold that our same mentor from this other group had. 68% of the time. Crazy thing is, that guy, they never talked about each other. It's like they didn't want to lose their customers to the other person, so they would never mention each other by name until after the guy died, and I think he'll mention his name every once in a while now. Anyway, it's weird how this just worked. What are we talking about tonight? Okay, I'm getting off the topic. We're going to come over here and we're going to get a list of your coins is what we're trying to do. And saying hello to everybody. So, squirrel! So I fell asleep tonight. That's why we got a later midnight stream. Tommy 2 Liters, how's it going? Good to see you, MG Motorsports. Come on, Sean. And so I'm still a little groggy here. RS Miller 747. The coin that's going to be hot is Dog. I hope that's that Bitcoin one. The one on the Bitcoin. I hope that one does. Had an airdrop on that one. I'm hoping it'll do some better things. It was amazing when it came out. We got Melissa. How's it going, Melissa? Good to see you. Poner kills all trolls. $4.99. Gander at order. Sure will. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Let me mark this over here. It looked like it was. I thought it was doing pretty decent, right? And we got Haven. How's it going, Haven? Girls getting treated like that Prius in the movie. The other guys. Is it down a little bit? Well, I mean, it had a nice big move. That can be expected on some of those, especially if they got a lot of coins. But I would like to see it start going back up. I've unstaked mine and I've upgraded my card since, you know, I can get more bang for my buck right now. Since she's coming down a little bit. And so I've upgraded my cards over there in my account by staking the crow. And then unstaking some to get ready to sell when the price is right. There's Strega. How's it going, Strega? Good to see you guys. RSMO says full moon on the 6th. That is a short week away, isn't it? Time for some good ass coffee. I agree. Oh my gosh, I forgot to plug in the GAC. GAC. I don't know what that is. Good ass coffee, that's what it is. Oh yeah, okay, it takes me a minute. Squirrel. Well, I wonder if you are, Road Dog. You don't have to tell us. Thanks for coming to my live stream this afternoon. Hey man, I check you out whenever I can. Sometimes I can't see them live. Sometimes I watch them later. Road Dog. Crypto is sponsored by GAC, the coffee that is good and ass at the same time. Often it is. Gator Squad says, we need Paul the alien up in here. Hey, Paul would be cool, man. I would like to have a little sidekick AI Paul-like alien character over here, or some just sexy hot bitch. Either way, or maybe both. And we can interact with them, yeah? I don't know. AI's getting kind of crazy. I'm curious to see what's going to happen that I can use. I know they can do better things than what I got going on with this whole Snapchat thing, so I'm trying to see what's out there that replaces it, where, you know, I would like to be able to do my own little special filters. Wow, you guys have a lot to say. That's cool. There's Gator Squatch. Gator Squatch has got a gem pick we'll go over called Banks Social. It's on the Hashpack wallet. Ticker symbol BSL. I've got that one. Let's go check. Oh, scrap. Hit the wrong button again. And then we lost chat. Chat, you're gone. Where'd you go? All they've been doing is a squirrel. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me go over and let's take a look at order. That was a request for Super Chat. Thank you so much again for that Super Chat. I appreciate it. This is order, and we probably looked at it on Binance. Probably, right? No, we didn't. Trying to find where we looked at it. Mexi, probably. Mexi. Oh, look at you. Are you at a Target? That's crazy. Because when we're down here in these areas, and I put those up there, that looks like, oh, dog, you're crazy, man. You putting these Target, that ain't gonna work. No, nobody actually said that. I just hear those voices in my head, and then you get to hear them replay. And but I got over those voices a long time ago when I found out that this particular pattern works pretty gosh darn well good. And these are our fib targets here. This is our. Oh, Damien, are you still here, my man? So earlier in your stream, there was this thing where you were doing your extensions. Now you put some one like the 1618, which like got you way up, wherever you put it, and 1.127 for your extension. That's when you were going the other way, right? Let me get them. I put a note. I don't think you saw it, but I try this sometime. No, look over here. So the ones that you're looking for, that I think you were expecting to see, it wasn't the one. Those will take you way up here. That's what you saw. You saw the full 1-to-1 extension, right? The negative 0.027272, however you want to do it. I cheated. I got a 2.7. 0.272, and then your negative 0.618 if you're looking for that 618 area. Try it. You'll like it. And what this is based on, and I thought I did this the other night. What this is based on, if I can get to the same, where's my pull over here? If you take your if you take your extensions and go all the way up and then all the way back down, that's where we're getting these guys. Did I not? You're getting crazier. But that's what that's how they're based. And so here, when I do that, when I put up, down on my extensions, it lines up with my negative. Okay, this is it. My negative 0.272 is the same as my 127.2. And this would be my 138.2% over here on the green line. I don't have it marked on this thing, but that's what it would be. So that's how those are based. And the reason is that instead of doing it to, normally when you take this thing and you're pulling it, well, in this case you would pull it down somewhere similar, but you know, you're pulling it to the bottom of say, if you were just, this was the bottom at the time, and basing it off of there. This is a different technique than that. That's coming from all the way back down to ground one, and that's it. And then the reason it's that way, one of the reasons is that way, that's how it is in harmonics, when we're looking for harmonic patterns and everything. So that makes a difference just to know it's played that way. I don't know, I just thought I'd throw that in there. It's a rabbit hole that's fun to go down. I'm just saying. All right, so order is what we're looking at. So she's got up to our targets. Now these are areas where our higher highs, right? And these are areas that we should pivot. And we got up as high. I think it went up to that 1414. Just wicked up there just a little bit better. So did she pull back enough is the question now, because if she's still looking bullish, there is a chance that she can, if she pulls back shallow, she can keep on going and it gets even more fun. But usually what happens over here, well, it's just like what we saw here. It's one of those, right? It should come up and then we should get a steeper, correction and then go on up again. Is typically what we look for. It's a bearish play with some very bullish targets. So this is it on the 4 hour. Let me come down to the 15 and see what you're looking like. Are you tiring out over here? Because you normally should be tiring out over here and starting to lose some levels, but if she gets bullish, you do technically have a breakout. So in this kind of case, we got to keep our eye on it. If she wants to, well, here we go. We'll just pull it back, pull her fibs. Did you 382 us or 236 us? You 382'd us. Okay, okay. So there's a possibility that this one, since we came up to our pivot point reversals and then we pulled back to our 382, there's a possibility this is trying to work out as a flag idea, right? And then that takes us up here to this negative 0.618 area. And that would give us this beautiful target of 57 cents. Did we do that right? Oh. So we do our 1-to-1 measure move and swing low to swing high. We put it there at the Fibonacci level, and then that's your measured move, which is what Fibonacci is really. If you use your extensions, you get into ratio and proportion, and that's where the fun begins. But nice little breakout, it looks like it's trying to flag on top of that, and that would be the next area I'll be looking for order if we can get past these levels, and it looks like it's going to try. These moving averages on the 15-minute are kind of ballsy there. Let's go back to the 4 hour just to kind of see. That was a good one to kind of get a good feel for everything here. So here on the 4 hour, we got a new trend line we can draw there, and looking at these candle bottoms there, you can see another one started to form here. May fall back to this one at some point. So that would be my guidelines, and any kind of stop loss that I had if I was playing it, I would put underneath the trend line and can trail it up. That's the cool thing about these trend lines, is that you can trail your stops up underneath the trend line, right? Just go right underneath your candle and then go to your trend line, and that's a good place to put a stop loss, and you can trail it up. Ichimoku Cloud looks awesome. I know you got this red dot over here and all that other stuff, but you know, the thing about it is they like to do red dot, green dot, red dots, so she ain't ready to come down just yet, I don't believe. I think she got some more gas in her tank, and that's not the norm that I look for over here. I look for them to have a steeper pullback. She decided she wanted to play the flag card, and so far it meets my definitions. Let's take a look at BSL. God, that is the, oh yeah, that's the gem pick. Let's see what it is. Bank Social, that was it. $16 million market cap. Okay, so we got no information on it though. So it's that new. Self-reported circulating supply is 14.99 billion. Maximum supply is 20 billion. Total supply is 15 billion. Contract addresses. I don't think it's so it's not got it listed on any exchanges over here yet. Contract address is out, and it's on Ethereum, and oh yeah, so they got it on Ethereum too. There's an Ethereum contract. That's important to know, because it almost, when I first saw it, it almost sounded like it's just a HBAR. So it's on HBAR, or Hedera Hashgraph, and also Ethereum. So either way that you go, you can buy it on one of those chains. Bank Social is leading the evolution of global financial economies through DeFi and distributed ledger technology innovations. Bank Social ecosystem offers individuals and enterprises a comprehensive range of financial solutions, while cutting-edge features such as self-custody, crypto exchange, cool, streamlined user verification, asset-backed lending, and more. At the core of the Bank Social ecosystem lies BSL, Bank Social's native token. By staking BSL, participants unlock opportunities to earn potential rewards. BSL token holders exercise control over the BSL DAO, enabling them to shape important decisions that shape the future of the community. Bank Social's native token. BSL currently trades on ERC20 and BEP20 networks. BEP. So that's interesting. So it is a little bit. So it's more of a governance token though, right? And there's a lot of them. Now, the plus side would probably be it's very new and getting in right at the get-go before it's listed on the exchange and everything, because I think they had some ties. If I'm, oh, here's my lighting thing. Great. My computer's flipped my monitors, main monitor, and everything else. Now I got a bunch of stuff showing up that I don't need over here. I need that light on though. It's not working. All right, so this is Bank Social. Squirrel. I'm just going through the website here. Next gen tools inside your app. Live in weeks. Employees get total visibility. Customers get clarity. Your institution get moves faster. Launch seamlessly inside your existing mobile app and start growing accounts with features the next generation already expects. So a lot of stuff going on there. Consumer and crypto and stocks. Meet consumer demand by enabling secure self-custody trading of digital assets and equities directly within your platform. We're starting to see more of that. Okay, so that's an interesting one. you can go there and do some more due diligence. We have no chart to share, but that's something to keep your eye on as it comes out. Thank you, Gator, for sharing. And I think at the beginning of the chat, he did mention some more about it. All right, I'm going to take a look at this one. This is SPX. This is a meme coin. This is SPX 69,000, right? SPX 69. Here it is on MEXC. Is this you? She might be at an area to catch a bounce, so keep your eyes on this one. She's still got some things to work through, so I wouldn't expect it to get too much higher than the $1.35, $1.40 area. If she does make a bounce back through here, but it could be a nice, quicker move up to some of these areas. So she might be at an area to look at, or she might be ready to tank. Now, here on the 4-hour indicator, she's recently had this little red dot saying, "I'm gonna take you down, baby." So, it would be rather ballsy to enter right now, okay? Even on this 4-hour time frame. But you can make some arguments depending on how degen that you are. We have a breakout and a retest. Check. We're above the 9-moving average. Check. And you can buy anywhere through here and still buy, in my personal opinion, if you're wanting to do the degen thing. Now, coming down the smaller time frame, we are testing that 200 moving average. Looks like she's getting ready to jump over it. Still, she's going to have some trouble when she gets up to these areas somewhere. Just look for this. I'm just going to draw you a little fuzzy gray line. That's what we definitely could be bumping our head. And she did make a higher high, and this is the higher low. And by some schools of thoughts, this would be where you would pile in exactly like here on the 1 hour. You can come down to a smaller time frame. And this is what I do. Not if I catch this and something like that, when I come down, I just keep coming down the smaller time frames, and I want to see if I can nail an entry somewhere. And so this would be one that I would definitely want. Now we can come down. I would. And so I'm on the 5-minute time frame. So everything else is telling me it's got a chance to do something good here. And now we're down on the 5-minute time frame saying, we got an entry? Well, several different ways we could approach that. By the breakout. That's here at $1. And so it goes up fractions of a penny over. Like if it gets up to 101, and maybe you got your breakout confirmation. I like what I'm seeing here on the moving averages. You got the green dot buy signal here flipping off here on the 5-minute right now on Market Cipher. So for some people and or bots, that was a signal, and that actually just confirmed. So it's official. And if you zoom down even more, you can see a nice little flag breakout right there. And so this is kind of what I do if I find something that looks interesting. I will find the setups on the bigger time frames and then zoom down to see if I can find an entry. And that's how I use the multiple time frames. And for some people, that makes perfect sense. For some people, it's kind of like, oh man, that looks complicated as hell. It's really not. But practice gets you in there. So here on even the 5-minute, it looks like it's trying to do something. So I might take this. Do we got you on COINEX, darling? I don't have a position of you already, do I? Was it underwater or something crazy? I hope not. Come on, COINEX. This is SPX. There you are. And in the futures, I'm gonna do it on futures. No, I do not have a position on you, but I will now. I want to open up a small opening. I'm taking mine. I'm going to start out. I've been doing this a lot lately. 1 or 2x leverage. Sounds crazy, right? And try to go, you know, kind of a little harder. So I got 2x, and don't want to do it. I'll throw a couple of $100 in here on 2x. And my stop loss can be extremely tight. Well, Maybe not extremely tight. But Road Dog, you didn't set up a plan before. You are correct. Now, if you want to get technical, this is I did. But I'm doing this. Well, no, still, you should have done. You screwed up, Road Dog. You should have done this first. You are correct. So look at a nice little 2% stop loss, and I'm just on 2x, so that's 4% for me. And I'm not even in my position. I'm not even close to meeting my 1% limit for my account. So this is not bad. So with a possible 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, just to get us up to 106 to test that area, and what we were looking for, maybe 124. So I would want to take, for me, I would want to take partial profit up there. I like to milk these things. I don't like to sell in the first first red candle and get the hell out. I like to let my little puppies ride. And so here in the 5 minute, looks like I might have a little. Are we in? We are in. Stop loss. Don't forget your stop loss. My stop loss will be right here at. I'm going to go with the. Yes, I'm doing it because if you come down here, you pretty much negate my whole idea. Got to go below here. Taking it, what are you, 98 cents. Technically, I should go 97.9, 0.979. So the market makers won't flush down to 98 cents even, take me out, and then boost back up. And that might be able to save me. So I'm just risking $5 on that. $200 of my own money, which if it goes up, if it breaks to the upside, then I'm going to up the leverage probably to 3, maybe 5x. Whenever I can get my stop loss put at break even, I crank up the leverage a little bit, not beyond reason, because then they'll start feeing you and taking too much of your winnings, or taxing you on holding the borrowed money too long. So I'll take it maybe to a 3x or 5x and extract my collateral and find something else to do with it. All right, so I can't post this. It's too small for me to post this 5 minute trade. I will. Can we so this is SPX. It's just a 5% move. Okay, we'll go to the chart room and go to the trade setups. This is a scalp idea. I get not really a scalp. All right, let's move on. 23 people hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being here. Be back to the chat in just a second. I just want to make sure that I take a look at a few of these other little coins here. Did we look at this is AVNT. Now this was hot, and what was it? Aster. But this one has taken a downturn here and still even made a lower low. We're on the 5 minute. Come on, let's back up to the 4 hour. What are you doing, Aster? Are you coming down more? We're following you. That trend line did not hold, and that's no bueno. So I thought this is supposed to be a competition with Aster and Hyperliquid, and they seem to be having a little bit more luck. And this one, Aventus, does not seem to be getting the love. So 103 is where I'm looking at now. That's our deep ass 886 retracement. And I expect to see it. I expect the bounce there. Anything else, then we're coming down here, man. I don't want to see it go to 20, 28 or 55. So damn sure it's got to hold here, or we are looking probably at 28 cents possibly, or 55. So we don't want to see that. And based on what it's got over here, You did a 0.5, and then you came back up to 618er, and then down to your 886 area here. And this is a bullish harmonic pattern here. And the goal of this thing basically is, in essence, in Cliff Notes, is to get you back up to these areas, to the C area and the A area, and easiest with 233 and 265 for those targets, right? But also up to here. And for this kind of deal, what we would typically kind of look at, this is where double bottoms start happening, right? So this is kind of cool. Now this is what, AVNT. So in my opinion, we may be forming up a bottom area here. It could be a nice juicy one. Now she might come up and do a double bottom here, but chances that she could come up as high as 164 before she does that. So I like to use my little strategy here with the fibs, and we'll gauge her out. I'm assuming that we got bottom, all right? Now, I'm not seeing the sign that we're totally there, right? We still got a little bit lower to go, so I'm doing this kind of, I'm front running this idea. I'll probably erase it. But I see a potential idea that we can get 60% gains there, get back up to 165. Might even, if you're patient enough, and get back up to the $2 area right here. And that'd be after, a lot of times these patterns will start forming, they'll form a W down here too, right? And that's what they call a type 2 retest. So that's where we could be making another double bottom before it starts. I don't know what the price action is going to look like over here, but that's one variation. Or it can just go up and get our 382 and take it out. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it looks like there could be some plays over here. We just got to be patient and let it get down to that 103 area, which is technically where this is supposed to be. I guess I gotta adjust my lines a little bit. And probably have to refinesse. I still want to leave that. So that's what I'm looking for Venice. I think she's at a good little area to start watching this one if you're interested in it. I don't know what's going on with it. I haven't heard anything bad about it, but she's got beaten down. But this is a bullish pattern, and technically, I mean, you're looking to come back up here or even higher, 152, right? Because this should be that would take you up to, yeah, we should start looking for that 113 area for our higher high. All right, and what was another one to take a look at? Here's one called Zig that's doing pretty good. ZigCoin or Zignally? ZigCoin, I believe. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, 10 cents got up to almost 11 there. It's 4-hour chart. Oh, you've got a lot of you prickly. You're like a porcupine. A lot of spiky things. There's liquidity issues here. What do you look like? Well, look at that. Is that a cup and handle? You know, I might actually agree, since price rose into it. She might be, whether it is or not, I think it technically could be. That's a nice rounded bottom there. Where were you? Half a penny? Oh man. And you got this nice little trend line moving averages. This one's looking hot. This is the daily, so let's go down to the 4-hour. So I know she's already popped off. You're like, well, it's 8 cents and now it's 10. But she's not like 22 cents yet, you know what I'm saying? So if it's going to go somewhere like 20 or 22 cents, this is still a pretty decent place to get in. And to help me make that decision, for one thing, I go from the high to the bottoms. Let me try that again. Let me start that all over. I thought I'd give a little short one over here, but from the very eyes, from this high to this bottom, and locate my 236. Anywhere under there is the juiciest place to buy, and we're not too far from that. That's still pretty decent. We are testing our 382 fib area right now. So we want to look for about 15 cents for target out of this one. We already came up and attached our 618 there. The chances are now that we're going to tap our 786, or maybe even higher, that 886 one. I would put them both on your radar there. Considering what did you do? You made a lower low, laid a lower low, and then you went up. I'd look at that guy too. So what's that, 15? 16 cents. Honorable mention at 13.3. We've been there before though. Still ain't a bad place. And so if we're at 10 cents, and we can get up there, 50% gain, 63% gains to those higher high targets there. Technically, she's on a breakout. We come down to the 1 hour, what does that look like? Technically, she did a little flag after the breakout. Well, that's usually kind of cool. If it'll stick. Are you going to stick flag, or are you going to come back down and retest this breakout? Because that'd be a juicy place to get in at 0.95 cent. So all we can do at this point is draw some trend lines, and I see where she can come down a little bit. Let's give her some time here. Looks like an interesting play there for Ziggly. Most important thing, so it could be a big ass cup and handle, right? We didn't even take a measure move from that idea. So I suppose I need to draw out the big ass cup and handles because somebody is new here. They're like, what the hell's a cup and handle? And that's a fairly decent. The most important thing that I've got to stress is that the cup and handle, if you're a pattern trader, it's a continuation pattern. You see this played a lot of times at bottoms, and sometimes they play them as bottoms and you see that they go lower. That's because they're continuation patterns. Every once in a while they might work as a bottom, but that does, most of the time they do not. But since she came up, and this one is a bottom, but price came up from the bottom into it. Does that make sense? I'm picky on my damn cup and handles. I am picky on them. Some people are not, and they see them everywhere and enforce them, and I do not. So you got that idea. So the measure move is the same thing you would do for a channel, and we take that and put it over here at the top here of the right lip is the official way to do it there, and that gives us a measure move up to this 35.5 cent area. Which, if I'm responsible, if I'm going to be a responsible person, I'll come over here and I will type measure move cup and handle. Technically, the term is cup with handle for all you nerdy specific type people out there, detail oriented. And Carol. Let's see if that idea works out, or I might come back and say, you suck, road dog, you went all the way back down to 3 cents. I mean, if she breaks the trend line, I'd be looking for that, but I don't see any reason for her to break that trend line. Daily looks good. I'm not in this one at all. What were you doing over here? Are you on COINEX? I'm looking for some little... Are you? Nope, not on COINEX. Hello, Chad. How we doing? Let's come back over here. Kelly, how's it going, Kelly? Someone was dumping in Venice. I'm trying to think if I heard something about that, like some big whale dumping or something. But I never heard. I don't think I've ever heard a story why. I think I might have heard that. There was a big wallet that dumped in Venice. A lot of negative FUD now. Dev teams accusing Kraken, and Kraken saying it's not them. Heard someone say that if they had to guess, maybe CZ bought a bunch of Advantis and paid Wintermute. Oh well, I like CZ, but he is gangsta that way. Now he is, or you know, that team, however you want to put it. But yeah, you don't get to be a billionaire just by hodling, baby. There's going to be some finagling going on there somewhere. So maybe that's what's pumping up Binance right now. That's kind of interesting, because I'll come back to the chat. BNB was looking a little desperate there, for a little scary there for a while, losing trend lines. You were on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour and zoom out. So it went up to, oh, this is recent. Weren't you? Wait a minute, you were in here before. Where was the last time? Okay, yeah, this is the daily. So yeah, about 10 days ago it was up there at 1,080 and then fell back. Just got a red dot on the 4 hour right now. I just saw that one. I was over here. So yeah, we were following this guy here, which is a bearish pattern, right? And we were looking at some areas to hit, and I was even thinking she might even come back down to 888. Personally, that's what I was thinking. But now we're breaking back into the pattern, so that's interesting. So what are you supposed to do with that now, Road Doc? Well, now you got a new bottom to connect, so we can draw a new trend line here. And put this one on the back burner. I usually do that with a dotted line. This one's kind of very excessive, and I would say you probably got something a little bit more channel-like going on here, to be honest with you. And probably when we start connecting these dots together, you might see it starting to line up a little bit more channel-esque. So if oh look, they're parallel channels, and all you got to do is just kind of, but there's no touch down here for it, right? But now you see how the angles kind of play out, right? Whoops, almost. You didn't touch it, Road Dog. You gotta touch it. There we go. So there's our nice little parallel channel right there, angled. Almost, almost match up. So I pay attention to these type of things. They help you see some things that you wouldn't see otherwise. And so I'm still looking for this guy on 1078 out of Binance and 1115. And at some point, I've got a rambunctious little target over here at 12. Don't know if we're going to make it there yet, but I am looking for us to run up there. And as it does, I'm just peeling off profits on the way, baby. And if I can see a channel that it's in, well, that helped me formulate some ideas, because the channels always have a middle area, right? About halfway through, where all the commotion happens, right? All the noise and rejections and fighting. You're either on one side of it or the other, usually. And if you accumulate at the bottom of the channels, if you plot out a channel, it's hard to see if you're only plotting flags all the time. If you're just looking at flags, you can't see the channel ideas, right? For a lot of people, I've noticed. And it gives us a little range that we can work with. Buy low and sell high. So I'll try to buy here and sell here and just let it keep washing and repeating and working this little thing on spot margin. And not only do I build a bag in this process, but I also get paid. Here is one that's kind of down. This is called Zen. Oh, well, she's already pumped up a little bit. She was down to 625, and now we're pumping up. She's a trying. Zoom out on the daily on this one. Oh, you in a wild formation, baby. You got something crazy going on, and I know it sounds crazy at the moment. But a lot of times, I do this a lot of times because, as crazy as it sounds, they can happen. We got this one was up to $170. Topped out 170. Topped out at 137 last cycle. It got up to $46 in January of this year from a mere low of around $6. So that was nice. In my terms, this is called a butt crack. But in the bigger scope of things, it gives us some very, very cool targets to look for, which right now it seems like that seems impossible. It's suggesting that our next higher high here, if we do continue this higher high pattern, would be here at a beautiful price of $56. Now we're sitting at $7 right now. And I know that sounds hopeful and crazy and like, that's just too much, road dog. That can't happen. But Zen, if I'm not mistaken, has some pretty decent tokenomics, right? It's got an ETF, or not an ETF, it's got a trust, a grayscale trust. That's why I'm in it and have been for a while. Market cap's only 139 million. That's small market cap. There's only a maximum supply of 21 million of these guys, though, at $7. And now the beautiful thing about finding a project that's got coins that are still in the millions, like even under 100 million, the ones that try to mimic Bitcoin and all that kind of things, you know, as far as total supply and all that, circulating supply is 17 million in. Compare this to those tokens that you might have in your portfolio, because I got some that have them in the billions, or even those that have it in hundreds of millions. That's 21 million. What that means is this one can move in price, and so a few coins picked up at $7 and held on to as an investment or a longer term hold, it can get up to $50, $70, $100 a coin. You've achieved your goal in this market. This one's got the tokenomics that can do it, and it's done it before. It's a proven winner. It's a privacy based type thing, which is not they don't get the most love. Let's go to the website here. On-chain privacy for a new era. EVM compatible with blockchain, confident, regulatory compliant trading on the secure on-chain activity for individual traders and financial institutions. Zen has also moved to base. Now that was kind of cool. This is the first step in Horizon's broader ecosystem relaunch on a base as a privacy first chain. So now we got some base hype behind it too, right? So that's some things to keep in mind for a coin that's just got 21 million. I'm sitting at $7. That's almost like $7 Bitcoin. It ain't going to replace Bitcoin, but I mean, Bitcoin was kind of cool when it went from $7 to 400. I'm just saying, I wasn't around then though. At the $7 prices, God, would I feel so stupid right now if I was just selling all my Bitcoin at $7. Oh gosh, I don't know if I could live with myself. So she's at a nice coming off the bottoms, man. I mean, what's your risk to reward on a play like this? I mean, for real. I mean, we're on the daily. It's already taken off for some people, right? I missed it, but no, you haven't. That's what I'm trying to say. From the bottoms, and make the most gains here. So look at that, 66% gains up to this $12 target. Set a stop loss below where she got on the daily over here. Ooh, that's big. That's too big for me. I can't do a 16% stop loss. So for that argument, I'd say, yeah, she got up quite a bit. But even doing that, you get a good risk reward ratio. I'd never go for a stop loss, 20%. Well, yeah, you'd have to have a small, your position would have to be small to safeguard yourself. But she may be pulling back somewhere around, well, not by much, maybe a quarter. $7 area should hold pretty well. She's got a little breakout happening here, and that's $7.30 area right there. That would make a nice entry. Does that shave off any? That's too far to go in a stop loss. That's why I like to buy these bottom areas down here. I like to buy close as I can here. So imagine if you got in when it was down here at 6.5 cents, and then what's your risk to reward ratio? 15 to 1. So got room to grow, I think. Kelly says people are getting crazy on Twitter about about Advantis. Hopefully it'll straighten out. Well, I mean, the chart looks like it's at a possible bottom. That's why I'm kind of curious about it. Gator Squad says getting sidetracked when in the comments. I do that all the time. Butt crack pattern, yes. What are the hoes are rising? What the hoes are rising? I hadn't thought of it that way. You were painting a picture of a tree and a cat. Or a squirrel. Bank Social was the first Web3 payments rail accepted by the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank. That might be interesting. It's going to usher in our CBDC probably. But whenever it launches its coin, it'll probably want to look at. I'm not crazy about the billions of them, though, and the meta governance, but I'm sure it'll get some traction. There will be some big money investors in on that, I'm sure. So definitely I would want to track it, keep up with it. See, so here's the thing, but a couple of years ago, everybody's picking out what altcoins they want to get into so that when we get to mass adoptions where all Wall Street's going to come in and put their money and everything. And they were saying then, I mean, there's going to be very few that I think that they go crazy about. They're going to be building their own. They're going to take this technology and centralize it as much as they can. So we're going to see a blending of the DeFi and the centralized stuff. It's just going to be on chain, but there's going to be more. They're still going to rig the casino. In other words, it's going to still be a rigged casino. But we still have these decentralized aspect of it, and that's where we need to keep our heads and our minds focused, is on that stuff. For the long-term plays, but also keeping in mind where they are putting their new money, where they're building their own chain, because JP Morgan's building their own stuff. They're all doing their own little stuff, and of course they're going to. There might be some deals cut, maybe with XRP or maybe with Bank Social and some other third-party things like that they're in hands with. Those are ones worthwhile to get in on too, as we learn on them. Learn about them with the official ties and connections. But I think we're going to start looking at that, and then of course we're going to have all the assets coming over from the stock market, right? And Wall Street and commodities and securities and everything else coming over to blockchain. So there's going to be lots of places for money to go on blockchain, and lots of money coming over. The downside is that a lot of these vaporware projects that we come to know and love so well and probably have in our portfolio, if we're truly degens, then they're going to dry up and die away during the bear. Happens every cycle. It's not wise to take any altcoins with you into the bear cycle. I'm saying you need to be out into dollars. Having that mentality, I'll just hold it through the bear market, it'll come back and it'll be worth something the next cycle, I'm just going to call it foolishness at this point, because that rarely happens, and most of the time. And Polkadot's a great example. Well, I feel like I'm just ranting here. Here's what it says. Tomorrow's gem pick is 0.0007 and $2.3 million market cap. Has some partnerships with some big players. That sounds cool. Gator's got some. I appreciate you bringing all these insights in here, because I'll take a look at them. Definitely will. And he's putting thought and everything behind it, and seeing the connections and everything, and I appreciate that. That's a lot of effort to do, and take a look at them. Sometimes it's hard to find information on them because they're so new, and that, to me, I think that's kind of amazing, really. So definitely want to put that one on the radar. So I appreciate that. Where are we at here? Zen could be a nice DCA. Yeah, it could. Yeah. MG Motorstar says, yeah, I'm learning that with my Galaho from last cycle. Yeah, that's a good example too. Man, how's that doing, man? That the infighting between the developers, I think they were suing each other or something like that. When they did that, I was like, oh crap, I'm selling. This is not going to end well. And I think I sold half. I think I still have half of that bag, which is now worth a penny and a half. This is Gala Gains, man. This was the shazizzle. What, last time or whenever? What, you got up to 70, 80 cents? Kind of hung around 50 cents there for a while. I think Alex Becker was really big on this one. I'm sure he made a lot of that money when it spiked up there on that one. And then we don't hear very much about gaming. And here was the thing, they were pushing that gaming narrative so strong last cycle in crypto. And I haven't seen very much of it. In fact, one of my gaming plays, Nakamoto Games, just tanked. It tanked. I mean, it ended up liquidating my position, and but now it's so cheap. I put my position back. It's just so damn cheap. It's like 17 cents now. Hopefully this one's not going to zero. I didn't see anything bad about it. There was a big sell off, again, kind of like Aventus or something. Some big whale got tired of holding their Nakamoto and sold my research has found out. My research being Grok in this instance, because Grok has ties to all that stuff. Grok can get that. Grok is he's on Twitter. He gets all that crypto tweeter stuff, information in real time. So this one's looking, man. I'm hoping that what the hell's going on here? Hoping that 17 cent area holds. It needs to. The lowest it's been was like 4 cents, man. That was juicy. I remember you then. Nakamoto was a good one to play. And oh man, if you lost your 886, see, this is horrible. That is horrible. You lost the 886. Why, that's an, did you lose her? All right, we're gonna have to clear out everything, ladies and gentlemen, for Nakamoto Games and the gaming industry. See what's going on with you. You lost your 217. That's why I was disappointed. I really thought 27 cents was going to hold. And you have been a bitter disappointment for this big drop. So I've got stop losses set and everything. I'm going to play this one and see if I can get her as low as I can. Building but that kind of sucked. But I just happened to catch and I saw, what happened on my Naka? Where'd it go? And they only left me with a measly 200 when they came and got me. So that one's one that got away from me. And it was one that I was really wanting to keep. I still think this one can make a comeback. I don't know why, but I just do. But that was one of my gaming plays. So all the gaming ones have been hit, it seems like, or most of them. I think IMX, aren't they? Are they gaming, aren't they? No, they've been doing okay. They've been kind of coming up recently. So this is IMX. She may have topped out there at 9, or she might be trying to push on up to 107 there. So far we got this is kind of holding. Uncle Turkey, check Atlas game. Super dirty, nasty, cheap. Atlas. Oh, is that Star Atlas? Is that still around? Let's see who is. Yeah, it is. It's Star. No, okay, wait a minute. Polis, Star Atlas, Dow. Okay, and then you had Star Atlas. I think we're talking about the same one. Well, she's not listed in very many. Oh, here we go. No, that's not it. Star Atlas, Gate.io has it. Woo! So I remember playing this one on Solana back in the day. And I mean, the game coins come as a narrative, and it's quick and over. It just seems, and we haven't seen it yet. But the gamers didn't even like it, right? They just didn't take to crypto narratives in the gaming and stuff. But they were pushing it so hard in crypto last cycle, and that's a lower low there. So we're not sure if we got bottom out of this one yet, are we? Wow. Super cheap. What was the tokenomics on Star Atlas? It was going to be a big old space game, and you know, you start seeing these gaming project coins with you know, like $500 million market caps, and you're like, what the hell? You don't even have a building you work out of. And then of course here we go again with the number of coins, and here's the downside for that. Okay, 36 billion total supplies. Circulating supplies 21 billion Atlas, 21 billion, and the market cap is immediately 16 million now. So she's back in her bear market prices now, lower lows, I guess so. But gosh, that's a lot of coins to be sitting there. A lot of coins. What are you doing now, Star Atlas? Whoa! Jeez! Early access. Enter your email for Star Atlas early access. Key and copy 1 star. What? I just clicked off and I can make you go. Oh, that's cool though. I didn't know it was that cool. Still, I don't. You never made it clear exactly how this, I'm not really clear how the coin works, you know? Do you need a coin for a game? I mean, do you really? Or do you just need a bunch of computers? And software. Servers and stuff like that. That's cool. Graphics, I mean, all this stuff, I'm sure AI has got a lot to play with it now in designing all this stuff. It looks a lot better than what it did last cycle. Oh, look. Very realistic. Okay, well, I've never actually looked at that before, but no love for it. No love for it. It's on several different chains here too. It's on BNB, Solana, and Terra Classic. Oh well, and Ethereum. Ladies and gentlemen, 22 people hanging out with me. What time it is? 1 o'clock in the morning because somebody fell asleep and missed their normal streaming time. Happens every once in a while, and we're watching these altcoins just suffer a little bit here. It's probably a good time to take a little closer look at total. Let's take a look at others, our little indice. That one's good for judging our altcoins, I think. Did you lose? No, you broke out of a, well, you lost, but you broke out of this, right? So here's the thesis, if you will, for altcoins, or a possible thing. Let me get some of this stuff off. So I look at this to help me figure out what I need to be doing with my altcoins. And although we got a nice little bump up, it's not the healthiest. We lost this main trend line. This rising wedge started forming, right? And a rising wedge is really just part of a bigger ass channel that's squeezing. And there's a chance that we could be slowly working our way back down. Don't necessarily have to touch the bottom of this green line, but we could be. All right, so we lost that trend line, and right now what we're experiencing, in my personal opinion, for altcoins is possibly a bearish retest of that. Okay, that's why that I'm saying take profits as they're going up and try not to chase too much. So if you got some bags and some of them they're on the low and you're starting to see them move, you know, we'll get a little bit more coming in, you know, a few more $1 billion coming in, but then we're at risk of rolling over again, coming back down, and either trying to establish ourselves here, and the best situation would be kind of go sideways for a little bit and try a little up and down, but we could be coming back down through this cloud and coming back lower. And so this is the daily chart. So we've got several days possibly that we could be taking some profit on altcoins, but at that point you need to be a little cautious. And let's make sure, you know, that we're not getting caught up into all the bullish hype that we're going to be hearing more of. So that's one idea there, and that's just with the main trend line, the bearish retest. We can also see if maybe we're evolving another trend line. Now that's being a little hopeful, but we just got 2 touch areas versus a bunch here. This is a strong line. It's going to be resistance regardless. So we bump our head on that. You already got the 9 crossing negative over 21 and the 50, so it's got some work to do. Could you recover though? I mean, does everything else look pretty decent? Other than this red in the cloud. How's your indicators looking right now? So we had the green dot, that was cool when we started going into the green on money flow. Stochastic started turning down too here a little bit. So yeah, we still, it's good, but it's not ideal. And you can see the weakness over here, even on the MACD. Do you see these steps here? See how we're with a shallow step, deeper step. That's a nice move. A little shallower step right there. It's just a little weakening just a little bit here on the daily. And the line, how she was, instead of trying to curve back up, she just kind of went down here and she's just leveling out. Now this can change depending on what we do tomorrow, the next couple of days, and start maybe coming up. But it's not enough to officially say, hey man, altcoins are ready to go super bullish. And a lot of that also has to do with Bitcoin dominance, which I don't think we really looked at tonight. And here it is on the daily, working its happy little ass up from a bottom up. Now when this one goes up, altcoins are going to suffer, and we're getting a bullish cross here that is trying to happen probably tomorrow, or it's already happened. Too late. Bullish cross has already happened. Bitcoin dominance is getting ready to rise. This is going to be good for Bitcoin in most cases, but yeah, altcoins, some of them will do good, but they're going to start slowing up a little bit. And then if this starts moving fast, they're going to hurt. But if it can go, hopefully it won't go up fast, but if it does make its way up there, we will look for it to get rejected somewhere, even if it's not even up there. I hope it doesn't go up that far. There's a lot of stuff over here, so maybe if we do go up during the week or something, we can pull back down, and then altcoins can maybe ride a little bit. But that's part of the problem right there. And then of course, oh, that's cool. Looking at stablecoin dominance over here, they've been selling out the stablecoins for a retest, but it looks like some money might be going back into it if it catches over there. But oh, can't even see it behind my turkey head right here. So it looks like at the moment, since Bitcoin dominance is trying to go up, our altcoins are trying to pull back going into tomorrow, sadly, is what I'm seeing at the moment. Let's come back over to total 3 quickly. Have you broken any more? Same thing here on total 3 when you zoom out, right? I mean, the good news, let me go over the indicators, and they got some things that look hopeful, but it's the trend lines, maybe those trend lines that we broke, and I want to tighten it up here on the daily. And that's where our resistance can be. And so this little area, 21 moving average, is right there. It's a horizontal little area. I've got it marked. That's one of the areas I'm looking for resistance. 1.11 trillion. We're at 1.08 trillion. So as we see total 3 go up to 1.11 trillion, when we get there, we might need to make a decision and take a temperature read and say, are we getting more bullish, or are we getting ready to roll over? Now, Ichimoku Cloud looks kind of bullish. So I gotta see how this is going to play out. I just know there's resistance up here, but she looking feisty. Here on the O daily, total 3 here. I think we already looked at this. I mean, it's starting. We got some good signs, but we need a little bit more here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 22 people hanging out with me. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin is doing at $114, 200. Did you stop me out? Did you get me, or are you going to get me now? It looks like she's coming. Are you coming to get me? According to my moving averages, you know, we got a little, I'm going to start in our tiny 6 minute. Like we can come down here to 113.7. But I'm looking at my RSIs, and so it looks like it'll be, if we do, it'll be a jaggy way down here. Because they're trying to find a bottom area here. And flip right now. I'm like, I'm not seeing it yet. Where are you trying to catch on? Well, let's take a very, very local fib, and I'll go from this bottom to the very top over here. Oh, beautiful. Well, you could do it. Technically, you could. So that's, I was wondering, why are you catching traction here? Well, now I got my answer. You're at a 236 fib. It's a great place. It's a great place to bounce, but it's just rare to happen there. 200 moving average coming down here. It is starting to look like we are headed down toward 113.7. Has a strong chance to happen there. A miracle, a Christmas miracle would be if we bounce here off of this particular fib area, and I would not be pissed if we do. Can we? I gotta zoom out. Man, Bitcoin doing some good stuff. So I find it very interesting that, you know, our bigger moving average, 200 is still down here at 110, 360 is over here at 111. They're flip bearish. And then we got their bigger moving averages that we broke above. Yeah, we got this trend line, and I'm wondering if we're going to get our 3 humps in the dump. Or Elliot, do you think it's already got it? Oh, you're counting from over here, weirdo. Elliot thinks we got our 5 wave in, and then we're coming down too. So Elliot's feeling a little bearish, a little correctionist. I'm wondering if on this trend line can be respected, if we can get one more hump out of it. Or if we're counting this, I'd be counting that as my little wave count. I'd be doing it over here. He's doing it over here. I don't know. I'm not an Elliott wave expert. That's why I argue with him all the time. But a nice, I mean, you got to appreciate what we got out of Bitcoin, because it could have been worse. It really could have. The bear flag could have played down to the downside. That idea was valid, but at least on this channel, we're showing you some ideas that were very good arguments that we could have found something here, and as cross our fingers and say, yay, not that we knew what's going to happen. I didn't know. We was hoping the signs were there. There ain't no way that I was like, we're here at 113 now, and I'm going to call the bottom here. That's going to be the bottom. That would be calling a bottom to me. Coming down here and then saying, we're coming down over this, and then turning around, we went the other way, so I went down it. Called that bottom. I don't understand that, but I see that go on YouTube. Anyway, I think the turkey is getting tired. What is that? That's old. Hey, the shower girl. I haven't seen her in a while. I got a troll button too, if I ever get trolls. I don't ever get any trolls often. And I got a spam box when I get spammers, but I don't get very many spammers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to come back down to the smaller ass time frame here and wait and see if I get stopped out of my little addition in here. And I've got stops set here in case we do come to the level, so I can preserve my capital on my bigger trades that I've got going on right now. I did jump in harder here at 109.5 right through there in anticipation of taking advantage of making it past this. Oh, I guess it was here. I guess it was 110.3, I think, because when I jumped in higher on spot margin. It's like, oh damn, I forgot about spot margin, because I almost missed it. I would be pissed if I didn't do it. So I went really hard here if we cleared this area as a breakout trade, and just held on, put a tight stop loss, and crossed my fingers that she wasn't going to come down and knock me out. I mean, tight stop loss within like $200 of price. Tight, but huge position. So I had to have that tight stop loss. And so far, and I've just been peeling off little profits on the way, so that if we do come back, slamming back down here, and well, then I got paid on the way up and down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to the end screen, and we got some new music over there, and we'll come back tomorrow and see how we're doing. Tuesday, trying to figure out where Tuesday and Wednesday, trying to figure out where they're trying to set the tone, because they're trying to set up traps. Okay, they tried to set up traps during the weekend. They tried to set up traps for the weekend, which kind of happened well toward the end of the week here. Wednesday and Thursday are good to look. See what they're trying to do. If they go hard dumping or they go hard a pumping. We just want to take advantage of it either way that they do. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow night. Trade carefully and make that money. Change your lives.
Yo, bull run, dying. Yeah. Let's vent. Let's vent. Yeah.
Thank you, Glory Marshmallow.
Yo, bull run down, let's vent. Double top lock, looking for the bear. Stomach twisting hard as in there. Take cup, pump one day.
Remember, 8 months. Thank you so much.
Volatility's a thief, stealing all my hope. One day up high, next I'm on the road. Brewers yelling highs, but it's all a bluff. My drive's spinning slow, I've had enough. Chase the highs, but they slip through my grip. Frustrated soul, exhausted from the trip. Lost games haunt me, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, waiting for the most. Traffic, thumping, bass shaking my frame. Wish I shorted, now I'm losing the game. Bull runs last leg, wonder if it's done. Hopes a flicker, but the shadows won. Correction of crash, the waste of life twist. Dreams of riches fade into the mist. Gurus claim new peaks, but the highs don't come. Whale sails hit hard, leaving us numb. One day palm frenzy, then the slow bleed down. And that's gleam my hopes, that's us to the ground. Almost tapped out, my patience worn thin. Exhausted from the ground, where does it end? Chase the highs, but they slip through my grip. Frustrated soul, exhausted from the trip. Lost games haunt me, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, waiting for the most. Traffic, thumping, bass shaking my frame. Wish I shorted, now I'm losing the game. Bull runs last leg, wonder if it's done. Hopes a flicker, but the shadows won't. Yeah. Hold that spark, the golden ray cuts the gloom. Know that dream, vacations in bloom. Parties popping, fun under the sun.
Oh my gosh, have I lost it?
Unicorns dancing, Lambos on the run, rainbows gleam. Hope's my saving light. Through the darkness, chase the highs, they slip through my grip. Frustrated soul, exhausted from the trip. Hope's coming. Yeah. Go. Chase hope. Chase hope. Chase hope, yeah.
Yo, all coins ghost. That's vent.
I found it. Okay.
Months wasted waiting.
Where is it?
All coins on pause. Lost time stacking. Opportunities lost. Gains come slow, then they slip away fast. Frustrated as hell, disgusted with the blast. Tired of the grind, exhausted from the chase. Dreams of no death fade in this empty space. Bags sitting
I think I found
empty,
it.
sentiment turns sour. Waiting for the run, hour after hour. Drain from the weight, gains give back the fight. Frustrated.
I lost that one for a while.
Broke dawn, red graphs, numbers falling. Crypto dreams fading, no more all in. Grip tight on the wheel, stormy squalling. Sun blaze soon, clouds start stalling. Emotions flare, but we stay focused. Dipping down, yet composed and fearless.
Yeah, she's trying to work her way through the ribbons there and through the moving averages, testing them out. Still got a lot of stuff to do though.
Hold the line, we surf through the swells.
Hopefully this will make a comeback.
Soaring peaks, rebel yells. Through the turbulence, managed so well. Crypto sunrise, story we tell. Charts go wild,
that's nice.
Riding out, resilient and hectic.
It's too early.
Always reflective.
It's too early to tell. I don't know if you're still here, Straker, but confluence of high to low, what I'm getting here on the fibs, that looks like it lines up beautiful. So based on that, I think the bottom might be in. So maybe the struggle is about ready to end here. She's in a nice channel, so there'd be a breakout. Oh man, what'd I do?
Whispers in dark, market spies, hold our ground, never lie. Truth in numbers can't deny. Moons are limits.
What is that? 0.006. That's about a double up though. That's not very much. I would have thought it would do more. 125%. It's about just a double up, 2x. Huh. Do they have a lot of tokens? Thinking that they might have a lot of tokens. Can we get past that? Yeah, not yet, huh? 15 minutes. Looks like they're trying to flip the ribbon here. So in my opinion, I think it may have bottom. I think we might actually have that bottom in. And it's going to take some time though. Get paid while you can, if you can.
Fortune swings so eclectic.
That's a song I haven't heard in a while, if I can find it.
Yo, bull run, dying.
Do I have it? I feel like I've lost a lot of these songs that Here is one of my
Yo, bull run down, let's vent.
it's one of my older ones, but one of the first ones that I really kind of like the chill vibe.
Fed cup pump one day, then
If
whales
I can
on
get it
low.
up here.
Market crushing fast, dream road explode. Volatility's a thief, stealing all my hope. One day up high, next I'm on the road. Gurus yelling highs, but
Where'd
it's
it
all
go?
up blood. My drive's spinning slow, I've had enough. Chase the highs, but they slip through my grip.
If I can get it pulled up.
Frustrated, soul exhausted from the trip. Lost gains haunt me, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, waiting for the most. Traffic, bumping, bass shaking my frame. Wish I showed it. Now
He woke up early to the crypto sunrise. Charts on the wall, yeah, calculator by the skies. Elliott waves everywhere trying to see the light. But this market's got him drowning. Oh, what a fight. He said, Elliott's supposed to guide me to the treasure. But all I got is FOMO and a whole lot of pressure. Lines up and down like a roller coaster ride. I'm just sitting here crying in my coffee high
What the-
tide.
Crypto Sunrise.
Fibonacci retracement, he's skipping a beat. Golden ratios ain't gold when you're deep in defeat. And candle patterns talking nonsense, whispering lies. He's hitting refresh, but the panic never dies. He said, Elliott's supposed to guide me to the treasure. But all I got is FOMO and a whole lot of pressure. Lines up and
You like the more chill stuff.
like a roller coaster ride. I'm just sitting here crying.
Actually, the chill stuff I think works better for the stream.
Oh, crypto seas, man, they never stay calm. He's got more indicators than fingers on his palm.
So do I.
RSI is screaming over, but oversold. But truth be told, he's just feeling kinda old. Moving average edges, but he's standing still. Stop losses triggered, feeling kinda ill. Double bottoms, double tops, but he can't catch a trend. At this rate, man, he'll never see the end. He said, Elliot's supposed to guide me to the treasure. But all I got is
My wife doesn't like that song because the singer in it mispronounces Fibonacci, says Fibonacci, show me the way. So I hate that song. He doesn't say it right.
I'm just sitting here crying in my coffee high tide. I'm just sitting here crying in my coffee high tide. Oh, crypto seems, man, they never stay calm. He's got more indicators than fingers on his palm. RSI screaming overbought, oversold. But truth be told, he's just feeling kinda old. Moving averages, but he's standing still. Stop losses triggered, feeling kind of ill. Double bottoms, double tops, but he can't catch a trend. At this rate, man, he'll never see the end. He said, Elliot's supposed to guide me to the treasure.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
All I got is FOMO and a whole lot of pressure. Lines up and down like a roller.
Well, I guess that wouldn't just ended abruptly. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow night. And hopefully this bullishness will continue for a little bit while longer. Good night, John boy.
Red graphs, numbers falling.